Hey guys, okay, I just want to do a quick unboxing and maybe a little bit of use of this M12 3/8 impact driver I just picked up. So picked this up because I needed sort of an in-between type driver for more automotive and machinery work. So I don't know if some of you know, I already have the 1/2 inch fuel impact, the big one. So this is a nice sort of in between just your regular impact that you can put any bit in. This is the 3/8 size, so it's sort of in that middle ground. So that's why I picked it up. It's got 250 foot-pounds. I mean, that's what it's rated for, of nut busting torque, it says. So that'll be perfect for what I need it for. But anyway, let's get into it and see what it's all about. Got our manual. It's a really nice size, fits in your hand really nice. I haven't put a battery on it yet. So this is the tool only. So you got 2554-20, and this is a 3/8 size. This actually comes with a 1/4 inch if you want, square drive, or 1/2 inch square drive. So you have that option. I just went with the 3/8 because I figured in this sort of power range, the 250 foot-pounds or less, the 3/8 is usually my go-to size. And I have a lot of extensions and sockets and that type of thing for this size of square drive. So that's why I went with this. Obviously it uses the M12 batteries. You can use the square type, which I'll show you in a sec, or just the little ones that go in that are more sort of form fit to this. Brushless motor like all the other Milwaukee tools right now. And yeah, there's nothing really crazy about it, but it is a well thought out tool. Like I said, nice size, and I think it'll come in handy in certain situations. So let's try it on a bolt here if I can find one, and I want to show you one of the cool features about it. Okay, so like I said, you can use either type of battery. So you've got this type right here, or you've got the bigger, higher capacity batteries. So I'll put this in, and it's got a light here, which is nice. And it's got the fuel gauge. So when you press the trigger, it tells you what your battery fuel level is right there, like many of these tools, if not all of them. Also, what this is sort of a companion to is this that I've had for a number of years. This is the fuel brushless ratchet. This is a great tool and sort of complements this, but this will be a little faster for removing and installing certain fasteners where you can actually fit it in. This will remove pretty much any type of bolt, because as many of you know, how this works is you actually physically loosen the bolt or nut, whatever you're taking off, and then you use the powered function to remove it the rest of the way. So this has its uses, this has its uses. It's all about, you know, what the particular application is. So I wanted to show you one cool feature. I'm working on this Wacker-Neuson wheel loader right now, but we'll just take a bolt off the side of it and I'll show you a cool feature. Okay, so you basically obviously put your socket on there like that, and you've got your different modes here. So all you press this to change through the different modes. Basically, you've got 1, 2, and 3, and those just correspond to different RPMs of the unit. So those don't correspond to a specific torque value. Basically, this thing torques things down to its max capacity and removes things at its max capacity, so that theoretical 250 foot-pounds, which is obviously not going to be that high, but I'm assuming it's fairly close. So again, this is just controlling speed. So for example, if I put it on 1, you know, you've got, it says right on the box, I'm not going to go into what the RPM is, but 2, a little faster, 3 is the fastest, then that's forward and reverse. And then this one here is what I thought was cool, and this is more for reassembly. And what this will do is it'll run down your nut or bolt, and it'll stop soon as it encounters some resistance. So that's really good for, you know, assembling head gaskets, well, you name it. Any type of thing where you want to run down the bolt really quick and then stop before it starts hammering. So I'll show you how that works. So first we'll put it on, let's put it on like 2. Remove this, this bolt right here. Okay, so I don't know what the torque spec would have been on that bolt, but think it had some thread locker on it and it's a little rusty. So it broke that, no problem, in two. So then we'll put that back, and I'll put it on that rundown mode. We'll start it here. And then I'll show you, it runs it down, then it gives it one hammer pretty much, and then stops. And then so your nuts tighten down, but it's not torqued to the specific value that you need. If you're just running in bolts and you want to just hammer them right in, you got to use common sense, depending on what you're working on. But let's say I wanted to run that bolt in, but I really want to hammer it down. I'll put it back on 2, and you can see it turning here. It basically runs that down to close to that 250 foot-pounds of torque. And then if you put it to 3, I mean, it's not tightening it anymore, but it's just hammering faster, so you can get that job done quicker. So and again, as many of you know with impacts, if you left it on there longer, like if I hold the trigger down, which I'm not going to do, you'll see that little 17 or this label here. It'll continue to spin around until it's at that max torque that this is capable of. But it's just a little bolt, so I'm not going to do that. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it, guys. I may have some other videos. I'm making a video of this Wacker Newson right now, wheel loader, so check that out. I might be using this for that disassembly. But yeah, I think it's just going to be a great little tool. Again, we just unboxed it, so I don't really have a lot of experience with it. But like most Milwaukee tools, especially impacts, I've been happy with them in the past, and I think I will be happy with this one. So yeah, definitely check it out. And if you guys got any more questions about anything on this, just leave a comment in the box there. Thanks.